Hey, it's Nick Fundytus here from Royal LePage, and this is Nick Answers Reddit. This is so each week I answer a Redditor's question about buying or selling a home, or about life in Ottawa in general, where I work and where my team works. So this one's answer is coming from my kitchen today. This is a Reddit question that just posted 26 minutes ago from user Highlight Think 5276. And he or she says that they're currently renting a place, and they're considering buying a new place. So buying a 3-bedroom home and then renting out 2 of the other rooms. So right now they make more than enough to cover expenses if the rooms aren't rented out. So that's important. They're not buying above their ability. And the mortgage total would be less than 33% of their income. So it seems like they're qualified to buy this place on their own. Their plan was to do this for a few years and then change their primary residence and do it all over again. So I assume either move into a more sort of forever home or a more desirable home, or to keep the first one as an investment and just aggressively grow the equity that's in it. So they have 2 options. They say they have 2 options while staying there. So their portion of paying the bill would be around $1,000. That would leave them with $5,000 each month in additional income to save after necessities. So their question here then becomes: so would I recommend aggressively paying off the bills, investing some, or some mix of both? They don't want to be too imbalanced. However, they understand that Canada is the fastest growing developed country by population, which it is. It's about 3% yearly growth with a target of 100 million by 2100. I don't plan to be around in 2100, but they do. It is clear that demand will continue to grow, and for at least for the foreseeable future is going to outstrip the ability of new homes to be built in certainly here in Ontario, but I would imagine for most of Canada. So my response here is, first of all, that from a purely financial perspective, house hacking can be a great way to get ahead financially on home ownership and to build equity that you can choose to move forward into more of a forever home. It's something that I wished I knew more about when I was young and I was first at sort of my working age. I would have bought a home earlier and probably taken on roommates for a while to build that equity instead of paying it to a landlord for rent. And like I said, purely as a financial strategy, it can be great. It can be a bit of a pain, as one of the other commenters on this thread mentioned, to have roommates as an adult, since you may be at a point in your life where you feel like you're kind of past having roommates and dealing with all the issues that can come with that. On the other hand, it's no secret that people are getting a little bit lonelier and more isolated through COVID and through just kind of the way that we live these days. So if you get great roommates, it can be an excellent thing, both financially, but for your mental health as well. A nice compromise, if you can afford it, would be to look at something like a duplex or a triplex, where you can have roommates, you can have other people who are helping pay your mortgage, but you each have your own space in the building. That's something to look at too. I don't know specifically what market this person is in. Now, as far as what you should do with the extra cash each month, this depends entirely upon your level of risk aversion. So obviously the ceiling for gains with good investments is going to be higher, potentially a lot higher than simply paying off the mortgage aggressively. But remember that the floor is a lot lower too. You could actually lose money on an investment in any given year. And that certainly takes you a long time to kind of claw back too. Paying your mortgage off each month, exactly what the equivalent investment would be based on your interest rate for your mortgage. And it's not only going to be saving you on interest overall, it's going to shorten the life of the loan, and it's going to build up equity quickly because every month that extra money is being put straight towards principal. So, that's something to keep in mind, especially if you want to buy another property down the road. It insulates you towards upward upward interest rate fluctuations as well. So last bit I'll say here is, I certainly feel that you're right, that housing will continue to be in demand in Canada for the foreseeable future, certainly here in Ottawa where my team and I work. So from a financial perspective, the move to home ownership at your stage in life seems to be a good one for you in your situation. Results are going to vary by each person and their affordability and where they're at and what their goals are. Source for all this: I'm a realtor in Ottawa, Ontario. I love getting your questions, and if you have one, just post it in the comments. I will be sure to answer you. And I will be back next week with more of Nick Answers Reddit. If I don't see you before then, have a Merry Christmas, and maybe we'll see you in 2024. Bye.